What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Abel back with another video. And with today's video, it's going to be a breakdown of a setup that we spoke about live on Friday for our live stream that we did right here on YouTube. And it was talking about NASDAQ or NQ, depending on your trading futures or Forex. But it was a position that I actually analyzed in real time with everybody, breaking down the fundamental aspect, the technical aspect of why I like the setup, and just pretty much giving you guys my entire thought process throughout the entire thing. Now, this setup we did take, we ended up getting hit at break even, which is unfortunate, but the position actually ended up going towards where our take profit would have been if we didn't get stopped out of break even. So family, please take notes. This is an absolute banger of a video. And if you're not subscribed just yet, make sure to subscribe. Please drop a comment down below as well of your favorite part of the video, and be prepared for more of these bangers. All right, y'all, let's get it.
In terms of indices, right, we do have the indice open in about 12-13 minutes or so. The indices have been pretty bearish, guys, for the past couple of weeks now, especially on the backing of a lot of these tech stocks just getting absolutely obliterated. But over the past 24 to 48 hours, we've had earnings reports come out that I believe could really bring some strength back into these indices, especially looking at how a couple of the top dogs came out. We had Tesla, massive corporation, came out worse than expected. They were actually expected to do a lot better. You know, they ended up coming out a lot lower than they expected in terms of revenue and in terms of earnings per share, which kind of sucks for them. But we did have a massive beat on projections here for Meta. Their earnings came out a lot better, or at least their earnings per share came out a lot higher, which is great for anybody that's holding the stock. And the revenue came out a lot higher, right? Now, I think that can absolutely drive these markets. Now, let's look at the other ones. Microsoft also came out a lot better than expected. Google also came out a lot better than expected, right? So we had 4 out of the top 7 magnificent stocks. So them came out a lot higher than expected, right? Now, is this something that can give us an insight into what indices could do? Possibly, right? Because Microsoft, Google, Tesla, Nvidia, right? All these top stocks, like they have certain allocations within these indices. So they could potentially give us an insight as to what can happen. So what I'm going to be looking for today, for the NASDAQ specifically, based off those earnings reports coming out extremely bullish, I would look for a reason to want to buy this, right? So I do have obviously these lines, my moving averages on my chart, just because it's a little easier to really read things. But I would love to see how we play here. I think on the open, if we end up falling down on the open, I'm going to be looking for a reason to try to buy this thing right back up, right? I think there's no reason why we don't come out and take out these equal highs up here at around the 17,827s or so. We just got to wait for the right opportunity to jump in. It's either we're going to get a deeper pullback towards this area down here, this demand zone. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing a sell-off down into the 17,615 area, but I also wouldn't be opposed to seeing us just start to go bullish from this area that we're at now, because again, we are testing a significant level as it is. If we do see the market go ahead and give us a nice, strong, significant push off of this support at 17,715, then I think that could be a sign that we're going to continue to go ahead and drive. Right, again, my target for today, guys, is definitely going to be above these highs for the NASDAQ, at the very least back up to these highs, with the possibility of us even going further here. Do think there's a good opportunity for, you know, this market to really run, but we got to just see how market continues to play off of here, right? You know, if we start to see this thing really start to build, and if we get above my trigger line, I might be in that bad boy. But we'll keep our eyes on this. We are about 8 minutes out from the open, but I do like the potential upsides, but I'm only taking it if it makes sense. We did get the open as well on indices. Let's see how it happens here. Again, I'm leaning towards end of the day we flip bullish on these things, so I want to see how we continue to play out here. NQ is trying to make a new low here, or at least the NASDAQ is pushing lower as of right now. Again, we let this run, right? I'm not too concerned about any of this. I'm chilling as of right now on this, on the NASDAQ, until we actually flip back bullish, and then we can go ahead and target to the upside. So I'm gonna let this sell-off continue to run, and then I'll take advantage of it if the market can show us some signs of strength back to the upside. I'm actually gonna set an alert here back at the 17,700s, so if the market does flip back bullish, we can at least get alerted for that. All right, let's see. Gold came back. Oh, the NASDAQ came right back. Look at the NASDAQ now, family. Come on, baby. Was this last little spike off a last little grab of liquidity? Look at the amount of volume that we're seeing enter the market as well now. Now, this is still the first 5-minute candle here on the open. Typically, I allow this first 5-minute candle to just rock out, but this is looking solid now, family. If we can truly close above this level here for the NASDAQ, we could truly get above here, man. This could be a solid play. Stops at the lows. Come on, man. All right, let's see. Take profit up there. Risking around 1250. Yo, this NASDAQ ain't playing though, family. This thing is starting to really push now. I'm gonna lower my risk a little bit. I can't. The most I could trade here, if I trade one contract right here, it's gonna be risking around a little under 1% risk on this bad boy, which is not bad. bad whatsoever. It's around, yeah, it's a little under 1% on this bad boy. We got a nice strong close back up to the upside here. Not bad. We gotta see if we can now, again, I really wanted to see us close above all my moving averages on these lower time frames, but we did get a nice little closure on the 1 minute above it. The 3 minute is still reacting off of it. The 5 minute itself, the more stronger moving average that I have. But either way, I'm in this. You guys are gonna see me take my first trade on this fresh account, and we're gonna see how this plays out, man. It's either gonna win for us or it's gonna lose for us. But either way, I got what I wanted. Remember, I told you guys, I'm personally leaning towards bullishness on these indices for today. And the reason why I'm leaning towards bullishness, because again, earnings report came out pretty bullish for most of the, most of the top for most of the top stock. I can't even speak right now. For most of the top tech stocks, they actually came out really good. Right now, I'm hoping that what happened yesterday, because I believe most of them actually came out on the close of the day, after market close. All these ended up coming out after market close yesterday at 4:35 o'clock. I'm hoping that we came out so bullish leads into today, and it really, causes NASDAQ to really go ahead and find a lot of strength, right? So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm playing earnings reports more than anything. But also from a technical perspective, I did tell you guys I wanted to see us get back above the 716 level, which is like right here. And we got it. We did see a little bit of a run lower on it, but we got like the engulfing back above. Clearly, we got a lot more volume because it was the first 5 minute candle. Stops is going to be below the lows. Yeah, we don't let this ride out. Only risking around 0.9% on this. Now, it is 0.9% on the entire account balance here on this futures account. But the thing about these futures accounts, man, the trailing drawdown is nuts, right? In fact, like if you are going to be trading with these futures prop firms account, guys, like I would probably prefer you guys to go with the mini NQ, right? Like the smaller size contracts, just to be safe. This thing is, this thing could easily blow an account very, very quickly, right? Like this 150K account, guys, like I only got $3,000 trailing drawdown, right? So if this ends up spiking up here, I gotta be very careful with a possible pushback down. The big thing that I've been noticing with most of these futures prop firms account is most people are losing their accounts while being in profit. Like make that make sense, right? Like most traders that I've seen are losing their futures accounts while still being in profit because of the trailing drawdown and how that works. So if this spikes up, family, I am not going to hesitate to take partials. I'm not going to hesitate to take profit because any little drawback is going to eat at the trailing drawdown, and that is how most people have been getting absolutely destroyed, right? They allow the trailing drawdown, they run it out, they're in profit like crazy, trailing drawdown comes back, smacks them out in profit, and now they're tight. Another thing as well we gotta be aware of, we can't make too much on these prop firms neither. One trading day cannot equate for more than 50% of your overall profit, right? Understand that, family. One trading day cannot account for more than 50% of your overall profit. So if you have one day that's just going nuts, I'm going break even as well here, family. All right, I'm going break even here. I'm going break even here on the NASDAQ just to remove the risk. Did remove the risk here on the NASDAQ. But like I was saying, right, one trading day cannot equate for more than 50% of your overall profits, right? Especially when you're on the actual live account. So we got to be strategic on how we do this. We have a 5-day minimum day trading window. I have to trade for a minimum of 5 days. If I want to go straight to the live account after those 5 days, then I have to make sure that I'm calculating on average how much am I actually willing to or able to make in those days. Because I'm trying to pass this, guys, in the next 5 days. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be a little aggressive on this, right? I'm gonna be a little aggressive, which is why I'm also gonna be moving my stops and protecting myself a little bit more quicker than I normally would. So I'm trying to pass this in 5 days. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, right? But in order for me to do that, I can't be too heavy. Like, I can't make more than $3,000 or more than $4,500 cannot come from one trading day, right? $4,500 cannot come from one trading day. It has to be broken up. So we just have to be mindful of that. But the NASDAQ did come back, family, right? It did come back and hit me at break even. Again, we're gonna continue to monitor this, man. This ain't over. We're gonna continue to monitor this. This level could very well still respect and hold, and then we can still go ahead and look for another move to the upside here, right? Again, I really do think, guys, we take out these highs today. I don't see no reason why we don't come out and we don't take out the 17,829s today. So we're gonna keep on watching this stuff for sure, but I want to see how we continue to play here, because again, this could very well still just push right back on up, but we're gonna keep our eye on it. We got about 30 seconds left on this 3-minute play here. If the 3-minute closes back below this moving average, that'll be cool, because then on the close back above could be our entry. All right, let's continue to watch this. Are we gonna play this 1 minute engulfing right here? Let me see. If I play the 1 minute engulfing, stops below the lows, still give me a 1.79. It's not really what I like to get. I typically like at least a 2-to-1 risk reward, minimum 2-to-1 risk reward. But let's see how we continue to play here. Again, we're playing lower time frame, 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute entry points. I feel like our direction is already solidified. Like, I'm pretty positive that we do see eventually a spike up to the upside here. I would like to see us go bullish. Now it's just a matter of these lower time frames to get our entry. All right, that's literally all we're waiting for, right? It's lower time frames to get a re-entry now. Trading prop firms is extremely annoying. Futures prop firms, at least, are annoying in my opinion. But you gotta deal with it, right? These prop firms have their own rules, and if you don't want their rules, then go trade your own capital. Let's see what we get here. This thing is about to go again. It's the 13. All right, 13 and the 50. I mean, I dabbled between the 12 and the 13, but I'm just going to stick with the 13. All right, that's been the one that I've always used for the longest. So even if I didn't have these indicators, it's so easy for me to read, all right? Because I still incorporated a lot of those, you know, market structure, smart money concept, Wyckoff logic. Like I incorporate a little bit of all that into my analysis. So even without the indicators, right, this will look very good for the buy, right? Especially after seeing, you know, the market coming down and sweeping this low, right? Sweeping this low right here, breaking this support, pretty strong level, right? Seeing us break it, but then seeing the reaction back to the upside is really what's most telling, right? So even without indicators, like this looks very, very bullish, especially the fact that we left these highs, right, to the upside. Like we're sweeping lows, but we're leaving all these highs left behind. There's no way we don't come back up and test those. So I think we just have too much liquidity. We got to go ahead and target those gas tanks up there, right? Like that's where we got to target. So let's see if we can continue to target those gas tanks, man. Right? So you don't need indicators if you understand how to read price, right? If you really understand how to read price, you don't need indicators. Now I like to use indicators though because it makes it a little bit easier for me to explain what I'm looking at to you guys. All right, it's not that I need it. I mean, I definitely use them. Shit, it makes it easier for me. But it's more so easier to explain things to you guys based off these indicators. All right, that's why I like to bring them up and utilize them for sure. All right, but we gotta see here again, family. Look at this 5-minute time frame. Right, 5-minute ended up closing below our moving averages. We gotta wait. 5-minute ended up closing back below this moving average here. So I'm still, we gotta wait now. All right, if this 3-minute can truly respect this moving average right here, right? Again, the moving average is gonna be different depending on the time frame. But if this 3-minute can go ahead and truly hold and push us and close us back bullish, I might consider taking another stab here. Honestly, we took the entry probably like not even 5 minutes ago. We did end up going in profit a little bit on NQ, a little some. Yeah, we had a nice little move before this came back and hit us at break even. But again, I think we could see more bullishness here. Right, how do we close? Yeah, if we can close back above like this, if we close like this back bullish on this 5-minute, I think we're definitely going to continue to drive higher. I think we definitely now, if I'm going to be taking a trade, now I can tighten my stop as well, right? Because now that we completely like this engulfing pattern that we've seen here, right, that ended up getting completely erased, right? So now we can probably consider this as somewhat of a strong low, right? So I wouldn't want to see price come back below this low. So any trade that we did take or do take within here, now our stops can be right below this low instead of all the way down here. Because if we do come all the way back down and erase that, then there's probably a good chance that we're just going to take out the lows completely at that point. All right, but yeah, this thing is going now. I wasn't able to get a re-entry yet, but yeah, this thing is going. This thing about to be gone, family. This thing about to be gone, family. Hopefully y'all got some entries, man. This little spike down right here is what took us out at break even, unfortunately. Look at this thing run now, family. It's unfortunate I'm not in it. You'd be up a nice little bag right now. Yeah, we would have been up at least a 101 if my entry was still holding. But either way, this thing is still running, family. Again, any pullback that we get, like keep in mind, family, I am bullish on the higher time frame. Like I truly believe we take out these highs today, at the very least, right? Get up into the 17,850s. Feel this little imbalance that we have here on the 1 hour. Like I want to target those areas up in here. I truly believe we go to. So if the market does pull back before we take out those highs, that's the market giving us opportunity, and we have to seize the opportunity, family. All right, we have our direction here, man. We have it. Now we just gotta wait for another entry. Now this sucker wanna stop us out a little bit. Now we gotta just be patient a little bit. Thank you, man. Damn, family, we would have been up a bag off this already. We would have been up a bag on this if we didn't get stopped at break even. That little pullback got us right there, but it's cool. But this is a banger. Like this thing ended up running nicely so far, and I think there's only plenty of room to go. We're still so early. We got the 10 o'clock candle in about 4 minutes as well. This 10 o'clock candle usually produces a lot. Let's see, why'd you go break even? That's a good question, right? So I ended up going break even when we actually seen price get above, you know, my structure points and my moving averages. I was hoping, the idea was that now that we're above the 17,735 level, that price just comes here, bounces off of that, and then continues bullish. Unfortunately, it did bounce off of it, but we also ended up getting that much deeper wick before then. Who knows if there's going to be a long wick like that? Who knows if there is? Who knows if there isn't? But that's why I ended up going break even. You know, I felt like we got enough above a nice little level of structure. I want to protect myself, and because again, I am trading a little heavy, right? This is a 150k account, but like I'm not trading minis, NQ, like I'm not trading the minis, right? So I have to take into account with the trailing drawdown and everything, right? That comes with these damn. Like I really can't stand futures accounts. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I know I'm trading heavier because I'm trading heavier contracts because I want to pass this pretty quickly. But that's definitely you know why. Again, for one, I had got above a nice level of structure that I liked. But the fact that I am trading the bigger normal size contracts, that plays a part. Either way though, this thing is on the money, man. This thing is running beautifully. Like if we were still in this would probably be a little $1,500 day. Then I'll have to be worried about the trailing drawdown. Again, my trailing drawdown is only $3,000, right? So if I kept this open and we're up 1,500 right now, any little pullback is going to eat into our trailing drawdown, which is going to be very crazy. And then we have to be very, very careful when trading while our trailing drawdown is now getting depleted on a little pullback. But it's the adjustment, man. I'm just being honest. I've only had one other futures profit account, and that one didn't go too well, right? Same thing that most people got. You know, I was in profit, but I ended up losing my account because of the trailing drawdown, all right? And that's probably going to be the biggest reason why most people lose their account. That trailing drawdown is the devil. I swear it is. It really is horrible. So that's why I'm going to be playing this a little bit more aggressively. I'm going to be moving, break even a little bit more earlier than I normally would. I'm trading with Take Profit Trader right now. That's the platform that I decided to go with to test them out. Reason why I'm a big fan of Take Profit Trader, big fan of it, is because their one-day payouts is crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. Their one-day payouts is nuts. Like, once you get over the buffer, you can withdraw as many times as you want. Like, what? That was definitely a selling point for me. I'm not even gonna lie. Being able to withdraw after you get above the buffer, you do got to get above the buffer. But after you get above that buffer, man, and you continue to you're able to withdraw whenever the hell you truly want, and that's OD. Every other futures prop firm, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but every other futures prop firms, you usually have to wait 5, 10, 15 trading days or something like that, something crazy, or at least have 5 profitable trading days, like some, I think Top Step has that rule. You have to trade 5 profitable trading days before you ever request to withdraw, something like that, right? There's pros and cons to everything, obviously, when it comes to these firms, but I like this one because, again, I can withdraw immediately once I get over that buffer. The buffer is the same as the end of day drawdown. Like, I'll show you guys all this. This is another reason why I'm going to be taking profits a lot quicker than I normally would, because I don't want to deal with this, right? Your biggest day cannot be more than 50% of your total profit. That is pretty annoying. All right, so we can't allow things to just run. Look at this NASDAQ, though. This NASDAQ is going nice, boy. Oh, my goodness. It's whatever that we got stopped out, but I'm glad that the direction is right. More importantly, family, whether we make money or not, right? Again, I'm over here getting back into YouTube, right? In fact, next week, actually, if not next week, the following week, I'm going to be full-time here on YouTube, right? Full-time, Monday through Friday. Probably Monday through Thursday, but Monday through Friday, Monday through Thursday, I'm going to be here live rocking with y'all every New York session, right? So more importantly, whether you made money with me or not, or you took the trades or not, is that you guys are seeing my thought process through it, right? Like, I literally walked you guys through exactly what I was looking for here on NQ, why I was looking for the buy, why I was bullish from both a fundamental and a technical perspective, what I was looking for to get our entry. We ended up getting the signal for the entry. We ended up taking the position. Everything was on the money, right? We just ended up going break even a little bit too soon because, again, the trailing drawdown on take profit is garbage. But everything was there. Like, if you guys rewatch this stream, family, from when I started doing an analysis on the NASDAQ or NQ or indices as a whole, I promise you that little segment is going to provide you a shit ton of value, like a shit ton of value. Because I actually break everything down as to what I'm looking for and why I'm looking for it. All right, so yeah, this is a nice move here on the NQ. Did see a nice move to the upside here. Again, I do believe we continue going bullish. Remember what I told you, I truly think we take out these highs. There's no reason why we leave these highs behind, in my opinion. So any pullback that we do see, which is what we're seeing now, could present an opportunity to get it. Right, if you understand how to use my moving averages, right, it's so easy for us to find entries. All right, we just got to look for the 5-minute, 3-minute, 1-minute plays. I really like the 3-minute, but if we can go ahead and get the 3-minute back below the 17,760s and then give us a nice strong move back above it, a close back above our trigger, that's all day long, baby. That is all day long. We do that, no second guessing, no questions, just doing our thing. Yo, see, look at this, man. This NQ, like, this is unfortunate. I might have to make a video on this. Yeah, this is a case study right here. I swear. I'll probably end up making a video either way, breaking this shit down, because even though I got stopped at break even, boy, this was a banger. We would have called 2-to-1, 2.5-to-1 risk reward right here. Yeah, this would have been fire. We about to turn things up, family. Right, today was just an example of what we're about to provide. Either way, we're gonna turn this thing up, man. We're gonna build the biggest community here right on YouTube, starting ASAP. But family, love you guys, appreciate y'all, man. Have a great rest of y'all day. It's your boy Abel, and I'll see y'all next week.